Days after the U.S. president caused controversy by withdrawing from the Iran nuclear deal, the other signatories of the accord are engaged in a flurry of political activity to salvage the agreement. After the 2015 nuclear deal was struck, the U.S. closest allies, particularly the European powers, moved quickly to invest in Iran. Now, given Trump's call for reimposing nuclear-related sanctions on Tehran, there is a great deal of uncertainty about the fate of those European businesses. Automakers like Peugeot Citroen linked up with Iranian partners to sell vehicles. Siemens of Germany signed a deal to deliver locomotives, and Total of France began a project to explore offshore natural gas. Now their prospects look murkier as European leaders try to determine whether there is a path forward without the U.S.
I believe indeed that one of the main reasons for the European Union governments to be very much dissatisfied with the recent American decision to reimpose sanctions on the Islamic Republic of Iran and to withdraw from the Joint Comprehensive Agreement regarding the nuclear deal is, of course, that the Europeans are already in a bit of a bad relation with the United States nowadays because of Donald Trump's decision to possibly impose heavy trade tariffs on European corporations, especially regarding steel exports and the like.
Meanwhile, Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif has embarked on a diplomatic tour to hold meetings with the 5 remaining parties to the nuclear deal. Iran is demanding guarantees from the European signatories of the accord that they will maintain trade ties despite renewed U.S. sanctions. In a tweet, Zarif warned that the country is prepared to resume industrial-scale uranium enrichment if Europe fails to provide such guarantees. The leaders of Germany, France, and the UK are defiantly after securing their country's economic interests in Iran by preserving the nuclear accord. But doing so potentially puts them on a collision course with the U.S. president. But how far are they prepared to antagonize a determined U.S. president, not to mention Israel and Saudi Arabia, to keep the deal alive?
Of course, this is not to say that the European Union is completely innocent of imperialist meddling in the Middle East, and it's not to say that the European Union is supposedly friendly towards Iran, but at least they are trying to achieve a somewhat negotiated solution. But of course, secondly, and perhaps for European standards more importantly, is that they are afraid that they will lose billions upon billions of dollars.
The U.S. withdrawal from the Iran nuclear deal came as the International Atomic Energy Agency has repeatedly confirmed Tehran's compliance with the terms of the agreement. U.S. President Donald Trump's decision, which was a violation of the multilateral accord, sparked an outcry from much of the international community. Now the Trump administration is seemingly trying to get other countries on board by ratcheting up the anti-Tehran rhetoric. In a statement, the White House accused Iran of posing a threat to regional security and urged other countries to press Tehran to change its behavior.
Obviously, this is just a ploy. This is a way in which he tries to make Iran look like the bad guy. While let us not forget that it is the United States that has been proven to be supporting terrorist movements within Syria, terrorist attacks against Syrian and Iranian forces, and terrorist attacks against the Syrian Arab Republic.
Without any proof, it blamed Iran for recent rocket attacks on Israel and a missile fired at the Saudi capital Riyadh from Yemen.
Because we have to remember the fact that Donald Trump has issued his withdrawal from the nuclear deal already last week, I believe, on the 8th of May. So this was before the exchange of missile fire between Israel and Syria, and between Israel and Iranian allies of Syria took place. So this was days before there was any form of escalation in the Golan Heights.
While the U.S. is resorting to baseless accusations to draw attention away from its complete disregard for another international treaty, Iran has turned to diplomacy to defuse a crisis created by Washington.